Alright, let's look at an example of Cramer's rule. Alright, let's try to solve this following system of linear equations. Alright, so first we have to find the determinant of the coefficient matrix. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So it's a determinant of 2, 5, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 0, 5. So those are the coefficient matrix, right? So what we can do is, since we already have, I like this guy right here. I'm going to get rid of this 5 by using this 1, and I'm gonna do, let's see. Actually, this is going to be equality. So I'm going to take, let's see, row 2, multiply by -5, and add it to row 1. That's going to be our new row 1. Alright? So -5 plus that is going to be -3. -5, so it's going to be 0. -5, so -10, so plus 1, so -9. Right? Then you have a 1, 1, 2, and 1, 0, 5. Right? So we can expand it along the second column. Right? So this is going to be simply 1 times, right, cofactor. So it's, let's see, I'm going to erase second row and the second column. Right? So since this is a second row, second column, so maybe I'll write that. So cofactor would be, let's see, maybe I'll write the cofactor C22, which is going to be 1. I'm not going to write that. So it's going to be a -1 to the 2 plus 2 minor to 2, right? Which is equal to, alright, so that's going to be positive. So 2 minor would be -3, -9, 1, 5. Alright, so it's going to be -3 times 5 is -15 minus -9 plus 9. Right? So it's going to be -6. Right? So determinant of the coefficient matrix turned out to be -6. Alright, so we need to find the 3 more. So let's do that. For x, we have to find the determinant. So we place the first column by the right hand side, 2, 1, 3, and everything else stays the same. 5, 1, 0, 1, 2, 5. Alright. If we want, we can actually apply the same trick as the first one. Right? So I'm going to do -5, multiply row 2 by -5, add to row 1. Let's do that. So -5, add it to row 1, so it's going to be -3, -5, so that's going to be 0, -5, so it's going to be -9, and you have a 1, 1, 2, 3, 0, 5. Alright, so since we're erasing these guys, then again you have 1 times cofactor would be, so that's going to be plus. Then we're looking at just a -3, -9, 3, 5. So this is going to be -3 times 5 is -15 minus, let's see, -9 times 3, so 27, so plus 27. Alright, so this is going to be 12. Right? So this tells you that x value is going to be 12 divided by -6. So it's -2. So we found the x value. And a y value is going to be, let's see, we take the matrix, it's a 2, 1, 1, and we replace the second column by the right hand side since it's y is a second variable. Right, then it's a 1, 2, 5. Right, for this one, right, so which one should I do? I'm gonna actually I like this guy right here. So I'm gonna do a column operation. Right, I'm gonna do let's see, take column 1 and multiply by -1, add it to column 2. And also I'm gonna take column 1 and multiply by -2 and add it to column 3. So that would be new column 3. So let's do that. Alright, so I'm not changing column 1, so it's a 2, 1, 1. Right? Then we multiply the column 1 by negative and add it to column 2. So it's a 2 minus 2, so that's 0. 1 minus 1, that's 0. And then 3 minus 1 is 2. Right? Then actually I already have a really nice one, but since actually maybe I'm gonna actually stop there. Oops. I'm gonna stop there, and instead of doing this, I'm gonna just leave it as this. Alright, then you have no change in 1, 2, 5. How about that? Alright, now I like this guy right here. Alright, so we have let's see, this is going to be equal to 2 times plus or minus cofactor. So this is the first row, third row and a second column, so it's 3 plus 2. Then we erase third row and the second column, and you have a determinant of 2, 1, 1, 2. Right, so this is going to be -2 times 2 times 2, 4, minus 1 times 1 is 1. So this is going to be -6. Right, so therefore y value is -6 divided by -6. So that's going to give us +1. Alright, and how about the z value? So we have to replace, so first two rows, columns, 2, 1, 1, 5, 1, 0 stays the same, and third column is replaced by the right hand side. Alright, then we need to find the determinant here. So I'm gonna do take row 2, multiply by -5, and add it to row 1. That'll be the new row 1. So let's do that. So nothing happens to the third row, nothing happens to the second row, but we multiply this by 5, so -3, and you get 0, -5, so -3. Right? Since I like this column 2, so I'm going to expand it along that, so it's going to be 1, and the cofactor is going to be, so this is going to be -1 to the 2 plus 2, so it's going to be positive. And then you have a submatrix, submatrix -3, -3, 1, 3. So this is going to be -9 minus -3, so it's a +3. So it's whoops. Alright, this is going to be equal to -6. Right, therefore z value is -6 from here divided by -6. So it's 1 again. Right, so therefore we have a solution of this system of linear equation. So you can say x comma y comma z is equal to negative 2, comma 1, comma 1. Right? So that's the solution of this linear system. Right? So this was an example of Cramer's rule. And we can use, so as long as you can find a bunch of determinants, we are able to find the solution of the system of linear equations. Right? That's it. I hope that this was clear.